so much in introduction, but still I would like our chairman, Mr. Chidandapuri, to come forward. Reading out. Swami, welcome to Guruvayurappan Temple. Swami, Swami Chidandapuri is founder and Acharya of Advaita Ashram in Kerala, India, a renowned teacher of Vedanta and Hinduism. He is a visiting professor at the University of Calicut and one of the world's foremost social leaders in preserving the spiritual and cultural legacy of India. Nothing more to say. മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഹിന്ദുക്കളുടെ അവകാശങ്ങളും ധർമ്മവും ഒക്കെ പരിപാലിക്കാൻ ആരെയും തലയിൽ മുറുക്കി ഇറങ്ങിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു യോദ്ധാവാണെന്ന് വേണം അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ഞാൻ വിശേഷിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്. Thank you. Please come on the stage.
Swamiji, 2019 Kanjarashram Mandala, and is there always, especially for all of us, is always there to give us guidance. Plane ഇറങ്ങി വരുന്നത് തന്നെ.
There are no non-Malayalis also.
Yeah. As soon as he came on the flight itself, he started giving, okay, we are in great danger of Prasad and Sanadana, especially in the US, for the new generation. And he started giving guidance. He said we are teaching our students here, and so he said anytime he's there to help us. There are few dignitaries who came and saw him, all seeking guidance, and he's always been helpful. Without any more time, we already lost our time. Some of these also interactive sessions are more what Swami prefers. So after this, we'll have a lot of question and answer sessions. Have your questions there. Thank you.
This one will do, no? This one will do, no? Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om. So we are here. Last time I came here 2019 BC, before COVID, and now after COVID. It has made tremendous change in our society. There was a man, now he is no more. He was a follower of naturopathy. Always he was observing many upavasas. And he was always criticizing his wife and children for excessive use of internet. What nonsense this is, where these fellows will reach. Always they are in the mobile phone, inside the mobile phone. So where they will reach, all sorts of things. So this man used to attend our classes regularly. In his district, wherever lectures are there, he will come, invariably he will be there. And then came Corona. No classes, no public programs. Then what happened, you know? Slowly, with the help of some grandchildren, this man learned how to operate smartphone, how to go to web, how to take this YouTube. And within 3-4 months, this man became an addict of internet. Then his wife started complaining about him. What nonsense this is, always he is in the internet, always he is using phone, he is not at all looking this, that. And he was like that. He attended almost all sessions in Zooms, then Google Meets. So by 6 or 7 months, he was an expert in using all this. This change came as an effect of Corona, not for the experts, but for the common people. Now he is no more, he died. So what I am saying is, according to circumstances and requirements, human being can adjust. An ability to adjust and update, that alone will make your presence here. If you cannot update yourselves, you will be thrown out of the present day world. There is no doubt in that. In Calicut, there is a surgeon. I met his son yesterday. His son is in Tampa. He's Dr. Tyagarajan. His name is Dr. Tyagarajan. He is now 92 years age. He was doing surgery even 3 years back, that at the age of 88 and 89, he was doing surgery. We have one mother that much connected with our ashram. She is a very famous gynecologist in Bangalore. Now she is 78 and she is doing surgery. Not only she is doing a very complicated cases when they come, other doctors will call her. Doctor, please come and give advice. See, in those days when they studied for MBBS or for MS, how they were doing and how they were studying, that is having no connection with the teaching methodology or the instruments they are using today. I don't think that much change happened. But still, how they are in the limelight, how they are leading, because they kept on updating. If you are not able to do this, you will be thrown out of the present day world. Why I am saying this here? This scope for updating and action for updating is not restricted to any medical or engineering fields. In all fields of our life, whether it is in the individual level or in the social level, we have to do that. Otherwise, when our children question, when our children come and question, why you are doing this puja, why you are doing this, why you are doing that, what is the meaning of this? You are worshipping Mahavishnu here, and he is having 2 legs and 4 hands. How it is? Huh? And you are doing worship in Shiva temple, there is Shiva Linga is there. How Linga can be worshipped? It is a human part. Why Ganapati is so? So many questions. If you say don't ask such questions, you will be thrown to hell if you ask such questions. If you are saying so, they will sit. But after a certain age, they will go away. In the present day world, what we are seeing is more than 40% or 45% of the population are saying we are non-religious. Everywhere. Go to Europe, go to different parts of America, go to Australia. Common people are saying we are not religious, we are non-religious. Being non-religious never means they are against the inquiry into the reality. They are against adhyatmikata. There is no apt translation for adhyatmikata. Do you know any word, adhyatmikam? Many people use the word spirituality. The word spirituality has nothing to do with adhyatmikata. There is no translation for adhyatmikata. Because adhyatmikata is that connected with a reality, absolute reality, not connected with the spirits and ghosts. The spirituality came from where this term came? In the 1700s, in American continent, there were so many types of beliefs connected with the ghost and spirits. Spirits entering to your body and doing this work, doing that work. From that came the term spirituality. It has nothing to do with adhyatmikata. Adhyatmikata is inquiry into the absolute existence. So being non-religious never means they are against this inquiry. They are against Sanatana Dharma. No. And actually it is the space where we have to work. It is the space where we have to work. Immense scope is there for spreading Sanatana Dharma. Why? Why should you spread Sanatana Dharma? Because it is the only system, or it is the only, what we can call, there is no translation for dharma, so we use that word dharma, which pray for the whole universe, which pray for the well-being of all creatures. Nobody else will pray for that. It always asks for acceptance. It stands for assimilation. Then somebody came and asked, Swami, what is the difference between this dharma and religion? You are saying dharma, Sanatana Dharma is praying for the welfare or well-being of the whole manifestations. So what is the difference between dharma and religion? The answer is, what is the difference between a natural forest and a plantation? That is the difference between dharma and religion. What's a natural forest? It is a place where different beings coexist, happily live together, giving and taking. That coexistence is forest. Hundreds and hundreds of trees, creepers, grass, different species of grass, and thousands of living beings, animals, bees, birds, all living together makes a forest. Then with the help of some modern equipments, we are cutting all the trees. And with other some equipments, we are making the ground level. Then digging holes in equal distance. Then putting some seeds, pouring water. Slowly, trees will come. There are thousands of trees. Greenery is there, but it is not a forest. It is a plantation. It is a plantation. It is for one, by one. Whereas dharma is, forest is for everybody. See? So for the well-being of the world, for the sustenance of all creations, this dharma must sustain. So it is our duty. It is our duty to protect this dharma. Then after hearing all this, a question may come within you. Swami, first you started with the need for updating ourselves. Now you are speaking about protecting our dharma. What is the connection between these two? There is much connection. See, how many samskaras were there in this globe? We cannot say. So many samskaras were there. In Greece, in Rome, Iran, Iraq, America, Australia, Africa. So many samskaras were there. What happened to them all? You go to Greece, go to interior villages, and try to see what is remaining. Parts of many, many temples, gigantic in shape. And that much, see, some remains of some small statues, they will talk to you. That much having, that much living sculptures. All this shows what type of samskara was there. What happened? What happened to Babylonian and Mesopotamian? What happened to Mayan and Inca? All were distracted. By whom? I have no doubt, by religion. Religion kills the samskara. Because religion is plantation and samskara is natural forest. By cutting natural forest, plantations we are making. This happened. They took only some 30, 40 years to distract Greece. Only 50 years to destroy Rome. How many years they took to destroy Mayan and Inca, I don't know. But however, they succeeded. But even after having mastership over Bharat for many, many centuries, they were ruling. Religion was ruling Bharat for more than 1,000 years. Destructed thousands and thousands of temples, killed many, many sannyasins, burnt many, many great universities. Even after all these atrocities, even now Sanatana Dharma is not only existing but shining. It is shining. And spreading everywhere. And spreading everywhere. So they are looking to new avenues. How we can kill this? What are the new methods by which samskara can be eradicated, erased from the face of world? And nowadays we can see so many wrong narratives are being made. In the name of modernism, in the name of liberalism, in the name of this, in the name of that, so many wrong narratives, distorted versions are coming. And our children are getting such knowledge from the society. See, almost all ideological departments in the universities of the world, what they are teaching, what is anti-Hindu, nothing else. What is against Veda, what is against our dharma, that they are teaching. So, to protect our dharma and thereby to protect the world, we have to update ourselves. We have to find out ways and means in the modern world. This is a task we have to do. Here we have this temple. And we are giving classes to youngsters. And we have so many satsangas here. All are good. This must go. But at the same time, we had to be some more careful not only this temple, but all the organizations working here, to make as many data as possible, especially in the web, so that our youngsters, when they search tomorrow, will get correct answers to their queries. If they are not getting, they also will become non-religious. That is, anti-Hindu they will become. There is no doubt in that. So have this thought within and work for that, think for that. What can I do? This must be the question. What you are doing, don't ask that. What you are doing, don't ask. What can I do in this? Whatever be the field you are working, you can. So that is why I started this with the need for updating. Otherwise, the future of our children is not good. I am not seeing. They are very good, having that much capacity they have, ability to learn they have, technical ability, but linguistic ability is going down and down. Here they are English. How grammatically correct their talks are. See, linguistic ability is going down. Not in America, not in India, not in Britain, everywhere it is happening. Whereas technical ability is going up. So the balance we are losing. The left and right brain growth, balance must be there. And see, our own children, you observe their life, day by day they are becoming more and more restless. Restless they are. They cannot sit at a place for 5 minutes and hear somebody speaking. They cannot stand for 10 minutes and hear what the other fellow is talking. That much restless they are becoming. The rhythm of life is going. So there is no meaning in sitting at a place and lamenting. Act at the proper time. That is the unavoidable, essential act we have to do and thing we have to know. Just think about this again and again. I'm not going to deliver a long lecture here. I don't like to speak for a long time. Instead of that, we can have interactive session. There is no any time limitation. You can ask, subject limitation, nothing is there. We are one. So you can ask whatever you want to ask. There is no any restriction regarding subject, nothing. We are living in this world and we are facing so many practical problems. And many of us are connected with the activities of the temple. So in this society we may be facing so many problems. You can ask whatever you want without any hesitation.
Just because it's very fresh, you just said, and it did come to my mind that what can I do here in this place, in this situation, in this environment, so I can do dharma ka rakshan kar saku. It's just fresh, you just told us, everybody, that we should protect our Sanatana Dharma. What as an individual, personally, I can do to achieve that in my own way. Locally here in this
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate? I know you said one thing, but
Yeah. See, there are two aspects or two facets of dharma. One is what you are doing. The other is what you know. See, in the Mahabharata, it is said by Bhagavan Vedavyasa, Achara Paramo Dharma. Achara is the Paramo Dharma. The greatest dharma is Achara. Dharma is not what you speak or what you teach. Dharma is what you perform, what you do. And Vyasa goes to that extent of saying, Achara Prabhavo Dharma. While we study Vishnu Sahasranama, we know this. Achara Prabhavo Dharma. It is the source of dharma. Achara, Anushtana is the source of dharma. From performance, dharma comes. So, the most important aspect of dharma or the facet of dharma is what we do. Then comes the next question. If we do this and that, perform this and that, will it amount to dharma? Can we call it dharma? No. Then what make an action or a performance dharma, dharmic? The reply we get from Bhagavad Gita, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasthitau Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartomi Harhasi. So says Bhagavan. Therefore, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasthitau. In determining what to do and what not to do, you have to refer what Shastra says. It is the means of knowledge. And knowing what Shastra says, you have to do here. So this is the saying of Bhagavan. So these are the two. One, our performance, what we are doing. Then second, the Shastra, the knowledge. This both we must have within proper knowledge, and with that knowledge we have to do. So doing without knowledge, knowing with proper action. If we can observe this, then our life will be a life of dharma. It is quite natural. Then the power we will have. Then only we will have the power to teach. If we are asking somebody to do something which we ourselves are not doing, there is no meaning in that. If a mother or a father, without chanting the name of Bhagavan, asking their children to chant, is there any meaning in that? No. One fellow came to our ashram some 2-3 months back. He was crying. Why? His daughter was studying in an engineering college, and her name was removed from the college. She was suspended, not suspended, dismissed from the college because fully drunken. She made so many problems. She was consuming alcohol. She was distributing drugs and all, and creating so many problems in the institution. They warned many times. After that, there was no other way than dismissing her. Then this man was crying, "My daughter, what is her future?" Then I asked this man, "Do you have a dharmic stand to say against your daughter? What right you have?" It is your daughter, that is all right. But you are drinking. You are drinking. How you can say against your daughter? What dharmic right you have? Then this man said, yes, I am realizing, Swami, this is too late. Now you can go back. See? So what we are performing, that we can ask our children to do. So be role models before our children. First observe dharma, know what to do and not to do. That is from Shastras. So these two must be combined, and then the power of our individuality will be there. With that power we can transfer this to our next generation. In whichever field you are working, take this light of dharma, the message of Shastras, and spread around. Whenever wrong narratives we are hearing around, don't keep mum. Be a part of that. And with all love and affection, try to clear that. This is not so. There was I don't know whether it is even now existing, but in some states of America, the law of Samaritan like that, no? Law of good Samaritan, like that a rule was there? Which state? You know? In one state there was such enactment. That is, if somebody is doing a crime against somebody, and the second person is simply observing that without indulging to stop him, the second person also is committing a crime. Such a law was there in one state of America. That is the law of Good Samaritan. Where it is? Just you go to Google and search. So same is the case here. If we are keeping mum, we also are committing crime. So be truthful, perform our dharma, and know what to do and not to do. Then everything else will come by its own. There is no doubt in that. If we are going to explain, we can sit here for days and days on this subject. But this is sufficient. Next. Anything more? Nothing? Then very good, we can conclude.
Swamiji, you touched a very good topic, which is, I think, in many parents' minds today in this world, about the technology part. Everybody is using technology. Not just children, but parents, everybody. Is it good or is it bad? That is one question. Second part is, you also talked about kids they cannot sit still 5 minutes or 10 minutes and listen to anybody talk. What is the impact of that digital technology, a phone or TV, or on their minds? And what is causing that? What can parents do to impact a change in that and in their behavior as well?
Here, we are living in a society here, science, technology, all these are there. Not today. From time immemorial, science was there, technology was there. It changes, gone changing. The technology of today will not be what we will see after a couple of years. it is going on changing. But technology was there always. Technology is not the thing of present day. Always it was there. What is technology? Technology is applied science. Science applied for the benefit of humanity or benefit of beings is technology. So we must be the masters, not the slaves. Don't be slaves of technology. Be masters of technology. Today we are using this. I am sitting here and talking. You are hearing. How? We are using this technology. This microphone is here. Very good microphone. And the sound system is there. We are using that. We must make use of that. But we must not be slaves of technology. Both are different. So in the present day world, we must be able to make use of technological advancement as much as we can in all fields, especially in spreading dharma. We must make use of technology that we are using, you see. There are people hearing, and the best student is hearing from the stage. He is the best student, no? This one. He is recording everything. And he will give to the world. And if you are hearing, say, scores of people are hearing, if he is teaching, then what will happen? Within 1 year, more than 1 lakh people will hear this lecture. So we must make use of technology. We must update ourselves in using. There's no doubt in that. So it must be used. But, see, our rishis, they wrote technical subjects in poetry. And they wrote sutra style of language for explaining technical aspects and poetical aspect. What does it mean? See, writing technical aspects in poetry and writing sutra style for explaining poetry and all. That means the balance. They were always aware of the balance, the left and right balance. Technical ability and linguistic ability must go together. Then only harmonious growth of human being will happen. Otherwise our growth will be lopsided. And lopsided growth is sickness. We know about cancer. Cancer is a growth, no? It is a growth without balance. So this balance must be there. That is why our acharyas wrote technical aspects in poetry and poetical studies in technical language, highly technical language. This we must keep. So make use of technology, be adepts in that, but be masters of that. Otherwise, he will rule us. We will be slaves. That is happening. That is happening. If some gadget is not working, he or she is becoming mad. Oh, my smartphone is not working, this, that. I saw a girl. One day, from Mumbai airport, she also was in that flight, in the same flight. I was traveling to Calicut. So In the airport, she was always working with her mobile phone, laptop, this, that. Then one old man was observing her, and working on the mobile with one hand and holding a hot cup of tea on the other. She was moving in the queue. And then one CIS officer told her, "You please throw that cup, my girl. You are going to enter the gate. Now you cannot take that." But she didn't give any attention. So finally, when she reached the gate, they asked to remove that. Then there was no way she removed. However, she came, she sat. Just near her, this old man also sat. His seat was there. Then announcement came to stop all electronic gadget. She didn't pay attention. Then air hostess came and asked her. See? Then the flight flew. It was about to reach Calicut. Then again announcement came, she didn't put it off. And finally what happened? When the flight landed, some parts of the laptop, it is not a modern laptop, there was that case for CD drive. The opening door was projected somehow, and it hurt the body of that old man, and profusely he was bleeding. Blood was coming out. And there was a writing in the jersey of that girl, I-I-M. I'm not saying the last word. There is one more alphabet. I'm not saying that. However, it is I-I-M. There's one more that I'm not speaking. Indian Institute of Management. So this old man asked her, "You are a management student, my girl. Try to manage yourself first. Learn to manage yourself first. Without knowing to manage yourself, whom you are going to manage?" This is the problem of the present day. So here lies the need for balance. So make use of all technology. Make use of technological advancement. There's nothing wrong in that. But have balance and be master of that. Don't be a slave. Then comes the next question. When our children are using, they must use. They must know how to use. There's no meaning in asking them not to use. They are using. But we must have discrimination. I have seen many mothers giving mobile phone, smartphone to their children of the age 1.5 years or 2 years. They will sit with that mobile phone and eat. They do not know what quantity of food I am eating because their attention is in the mobile phone, seeing so many cartoons. And what type of radiation is coming? Many times I asked, in that case, "Oh mother, you do one thing, you purchase a iPhone 14 Pro Max and give to your child. Or there is this Google Pixel 3, you purchase and give to your child, then the radiation will be lesser." What type of radiation is getting? They are not at all concerned. So what will happen? This child will become restless. Don't speak of the neurological problems he or she will have. Leave that. But behavioral problems. Who is responsible for all this? So our children must make use of all these electronic gadgets, but teach them how to use. How to use. Without that, what are happening in the present day world? In the American conditions, I am not going to speak. Indian condition, Kerala condition. See, one girl, she had a lover. So she came the whole way from Kollam to Kannur by train. For what? For meeting her lover. She was of the age of 17 years. And when she came to the railway station as instructed, her lover appeared and he was 80 years old. 80. Of course, 18 and 80, very good. There is no much. Well, how? That is online love. What are happening? Huh? I met this girl. This girl came to our ashram. One psychologist sent to our ashram. You meet our Swami and talk with him. Huh. What are happening? See, what sort of suffering Sita ji had? What sort of suffering? We cannot imagine the sufferings Sita had. Why? Only because of one Maricha. How many Marichas are coming daily in front of our children? How many Marichas? I am using smartphone. Daily 2, 3, 4 Marichas are coming. I am alone. We can talk the whole night together in fully nude form. Huh. So it's a Maricha. You can be a millionaire. Why millionaire? Why not billionaire? You will sit astonished on hearing the value of cars at Calicut, and you see the photograph. The photograph is of Europe or somewhere else. So all sorts of Marichas are coming. If we are attracted by them, what will happen? So teach our children. Teach ourselves. That is the answer. Next. Anything more? Yes?
Probably have a question related to the first two questions and the answers from you, which is that a lot of our time is spent with the Vyavaharika working, studying, going to school, and we have somehow submitted ourselves to the idea that that system, whatever the school is following, whatever the workplace is following, something that we have to accept because we're getting money or we're getting education in a form that it gives us a job. So just survival aspects are dominating the way we think. And for good or for bad, we've also been removed from the traditional knowledge that are generations of parents and parents before them and parents before them have transferred. So now the problem is, if we start questioning everything that we do not have a good foundation of information transferred generationally, which used to be there. So we are left more with a sense of insecurity a lot of the times, rather than having a good secure answer, which might not lead you to getting instant gratification of what we require or what we are looking for, but more a samadhana that this is the right way to do it, even if it is not, even if the fruit is not in front of you right now. So there is a conflict that happens, and it is very difficult to, even for adults, like I'm going to talk about myself, even for people like me, when you say something, I'm able to understand and accept it, but a lot of the times not put it into practice, purely because of disconnect on two levels. So, do you have any suggestions first for adults like us to make ourselves better so that then the next generation can look at us and they will see a live example in front of them of people who are following something and happy and quote unquote successful in modern day times or modern times?
See, this is a very pertinent question, important one. This aspect, some aspects of this question were covered in the earlier talk. Some aspects. We are trying to make engineers, doctors, architects, advocates, this, that, all right. We must. How many of we are trying to make human beings? A doctor must be a human being first. An engineer must be a human being first. After that he can be an engineer, after that he can be an advocate, after that he can be anything. But somehow it happened. We are not at all caring this. This is the vital thing, vital aspect of human life that we are not caring. In the race to catch something which we do not have, or even after having everything, we are running for something which we do not know for what. We must have money, we must have wealth. There is no doubt in that, because dharma, artha, kama and moksha, that is the order of purusharthas. But money is only for transaction purpose. More than that, there is no meaning in money, in wealth. It is only for the purpose of transaction. There is no value. So we must have money and we must have wealth. But more than that, inculcating that humanness, for that we had to work for. In the race for catching something, we are forgetting that. And to transfer anything to the next generation or to others, that we must have within. So before teaching or going to teach our children, just think what I am doing for myself. Am I equipping myself with this? This question must be asked. So daily have some practice. We have 24 hours a day. At least 24 minutes you set apart for yourself. 24 minutes I am asking, not for me. Do swadhyaya, do japa, do puja, do satkarma, do karma yoga, whatever it is. At least 24 minutes a day. If you do swadhyaya for 24 minutes, you will have clarity within. Not in one aspect or one respect, but in all facets of human life, we will have clear vision within. With vision we have to work. If you denote that, it will be andhenaiva niyamana yathantaha. Just like many people driven by one blind man. It will be our life. So do swadhyaya daily. And have some anusthana in our life. Then everything will be okay. There is no other shortcut methods. If somebody can teach you shortcut methods, that's all right, but I don't know. I don't know shortcut methods. Many people are coming, Swami, can you teach meditation? No, I don't know. I don't know meditation. It is not something to be taught. Nowadays people are teaching. You can go there and join, fill that form and give their fees and you learn. I don't have any complaint, but I cannot. I do not know. So there is no shortcut method. Swadhyaya, satkarma, and regular practice in our life. If we can do, no problem will be there for us. Problems will come, but what's the problem? That which have a solution is called the problem. Huh? No. So keep that in mind. Perform daily. Anything more?
Swamiji, you said doing puja regularly, right? So, do you mean
Puja or swadhyaya, many things.
Okay, so if I just light the lamp every day regularly, is that puja, or is there something beyond that?
Yeah. See, puja means different steps or stages are there. In the initial stage, if you are lighting the lamp and chanting some mantras or offering some flowers or some other offerings, patram, pushpam, bhalam, toyam, it's a puja. If you are worshipping your mother, father or guru, it is a puja. If you are doing some yajnas, it's a puja. If you are doing rituals, after studying them, after studying from a guru, that's a puja. If you are offering yourself, with fullest submission and dedication to a highest ideal, that's a puja. That is the highest puja. So, all these are puja. All these are puja. Have regular practice. That is the important point to note. We must be regular in our practices. I didn't ask you to do puja alone. Swadhyaya. Whatever is suitable for you, that you can accept. Some persons, see, all these are according to the guna structure we have. Some persons will have such guna structure with which they can do Shastra Swadhyaya. Some others cannot do that. But they can do Yama, Niyamasana, Pranayama, Pratyahara like that. Some others chant the names of God, do puja like that. Some others do Karma Yoga like that. So according to individual temperament and guna structure, the sadhana path which we have to accept changes. It varies. So what is acceptable to you, that you can follow. Got it? Is it clear? Yeah, right. Then Huh? Yes, you can ask. Nothing?
Namaste, Swamiji. Thank you so much for being here. My question stems from observation of my friends that I've seen around. A lot of them are like depressed or troubled, and they use technology, they use video games, they use other sources as a way of dealing with their trauma when they're actually not dealing with their trauma. What are some methods you can suggest to really help people get to know themselves and the wounds in their minds?
But I cannot follow that. This part.
What are some methods you can suggest that people can use to assess the troubles in their minds and then also treat them properly?
What's it? Do you follow?
If some of his friends are feeling very depressed, but to sort of work on their depression, they keep more isolated, again more digital content. What he's asking is, how can we try to help them in a way that they realize they're depressed and seek the right sources for coming out of it?
It's a practical problem. Without seeing that man, we cannot reply. Because what is his condition? In what psychological level he is now? What sort of depression he is having? Simply branding he is depressed will not do. What type of depression he is having? What type of psychological problem he is having? If we can touch his heart, that is the matter. If we can touch his heart, then we can help him. Touching heart is not a simple, it is not a simple play. Through advising or through teaching, you cannot touch the heart. You must be able to adjust your wavelength with his. Then you can touch the heart. If you can touch the heart, then you can help him. Otherwise, I cannot reply. Because there are so many problems, different types of problems. What we are doing nowadays is, one having problem, you are giving more problems. Such medications you are doing. Instead of making him powerful, you are giving him some medications and making him weaker and weaker. When he becomes weaker, he is no more able to face the problem. Then he is a patient forever. That is happening. So in Ayurveda, all the drugs or all the medicines for mentally challenged people will be to empower them more. They never make them tired or weak. So we cannot say, I cannot answer this question unless and until we meet that person personally. However, try to touch his heart. That is possible only through love. Pure love, unconditional love. Through love we can touch anybody and everybody. Not only with such depressed people. So many different types of problems we are having, see. All these problems are coming from overcoming as a result of conflicts within. And who are making conflicts? We ourselves. See, whenever we do something, one person is sitting inside and saying, don't do this, don't do this. If we are not obeying the words of that inner self, we will have conflict within. This will develop into stress. This will develop into tension. It is going on. But if we can touch the heart of such people, of course we can help. People with extreme revenge, even them we can touch. I am remembering one incident. One man came to our ashram, Advaita ashram, years back. Even now I am remembering him. He's a big sized man, more than 6 feet high. So he came there. When we talked, I understood that he is having severe AIDS disease, and he is always moving here and there with his that feeling of revenge against women. So he is daily spreading this AIDS. Daily he is spreading this AIDS, and he is succeeding in that. I caught him by hand. How, I don't know. Even now I don't know. But I could touch his heart. How did you know, Swami? He started crying. He started crying. And he took an oath in front of me. I will not do this anymore. Today, now itself I have stopped this. I will not spread this disease. Why he was doing everything he can to spread that disease? Because of that revenge. He got it from some women, so he want to give to as much women as possible. That's a psychological problem. There's only way to correct him, that is touching his heart. There is no other way. If you punish, it is not enough. If you put him in jail, it is not enough, because in the next birth he will come with the same thing. Only way possible is touching his heart. Somehow we could do that. So after 1 year, he came back to ashram. His color was changed, his form was changed, his body shape changed, everything changed. He said, Swami, I am going to die. I will last for some days only, that much weak I am. My body is not coming with me, but still I want to meet you once more. That's why I came here. From last year, from that day onwards, I lived as I gave word to you. I never wavered. So I wanted to make you know this much. The same day he went. After that I didn't see him. So what I am saying is, whatever be the problem human being is doing, if we can touch the heart, then it will make him reformed. For that we have to work. So never brand anybody as gone. Don't brand anybody as gone. There is a scope for correction and reformation all the time. Yes. Now what's the time? Anything more? Yes? Huh?
I heard my son will come into my room.
Your sankalpa can change your future or others.
Others, or like in my heart.
Yeah. In the Veda, Rishis repeatedly prayed for having Shubha Sankalpa. In the Yajurveda, there is a sukta, Shiva Sankalpa Sukta. There are 6 mantras in that. All mantras end with this prayer, Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Let my mind be with auspicious thoughts. Let my mind be with auspicious thoughts. The power of thought, the power of sankalpa, that is the greatest power. What we are thinking, that we will become. We are the makers of our own future. There is no doubt in that. Don't think for the best. Have best sankalpa with it. If we are doing bad sankalpas, then the effect is sorrow. Our sankalpas must be that much powerful. We can make our sankalpa powerful, there is no doubt in that. Through that we can influence our own instruments and those around us. But for that we must have powerful sankalpa with it. Through constant practice and being always truthful to ourselves. Being always truthful to ourselves, we can make our own sankalpa powerful. Through that we can influence others also. There is no doubt in that. But see, we have to develop this habit of doing good sankalpa. Why should we develop? Because our practice is we are normally we are doing bad sankalpas, no? No, Swami, you are not right. See, our child, boy or girl, whoever he be, normally comes back from school at 4:30. Today she didn't turn. 4:45, 4:50, 4:52, 4:51, like that minutes are going fast. What is the sankalpa we are having? Huh? There will be some extracurricular activities in the school, some meetings of some clubs, or when my child was coming back from the school, she might have seen some person ailing and she might have taken her to hospital. She may be doing some seva. No. Somebody might have kidnapped her. Or some mishaps might have happened. What type of sankalpa we are having? The first set or second set? The second set. What we want to have? First set. So we want to have the first and we are thinking the second. How it is possible? So train our mind. Train our mind to do Shubha Sankalpa and make our own inner instrument powerful so that we can influence our own instruments and others around. And therefore our acharyas asked us to pray for the whole world. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Not for me, not for my family, but the whole family around. Yes. I think now we can conclude. Now it is nearing 8 o'clock, right? Yeah. Now we can conclude, and the others he will explain the rest. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. There is one correction in while he introduced Swami Chidandapuri. He said Swami is the visiting professor of Calicut University, or in the Calicut University was visiting professor, not now. From 2005 to 2020, I was the visiting professor of Sanatana Dharma chair for 15 years. Now, Professor Dr. Sri Kumaran is the visiting professor. Of course, we are connected with that, and I am the chairman of that donor organization. So many people here do not know the activities of Advaita Ashram. So there is a small video here. Those who want to see, they can see. Those who want to go, they can go. Only a small piece. By saying that, you will get 20% activities of Advaita Ashram, not the whole activities, 20%, because we cannot put all. If we are putting all, it will last for 2 hours or 3 hours. Namaste.